What's going on, guys? We're back here again. Today, we got actually one of my favorite YouTube channels. This is the first time I've ever reacted to it, but it's actually one of my favorite YouTube channels. It's CoffeeZilla. I've liked CoffeeZilla since a few years ago when he exposed the crypto zoo scam with Logan Paul. And since then, I went to see other scammers. He came out. He's very well researched, very investigative. His skills are very good, and he crossed his T's and dot his I's. Today, you got a little longer video, 32 minutes. I got the celebrity scammer to confess. And not gonna lie, I probably believe it. There's been a lot of celebrity scammers from Logan Paul to the Hot Tua girl and her crypto rug pull. Just CoffeeZilla. If CoffeeZilla is looking into your stuff, 9 times out of 10, you're probably gonna get found out as a scammer, some type of charlatan, some type of very reprehensible human being who is trying to get people, mainly your fans, because it's always the celebrities' fans, to scam them out of more money. So it's going to be interesting to see exactly who he got to admit to this. So we're going to check this out. I got the celebrity scammer to confess. Everybody go check out CoffeeZilla, support CoffeeZilla. He does phenomenal work. I'm also going to put the source of the video in the description of this one, so you'll be able to go back and support his with his own views. All right, here we go. Let's check it out.
There have been hundreds of celebrity scams, millions stolen from fans, and as we've shown on this channel, some people were
Dylan Dennis, do you guys have a community? Most sometimes NFT hard engagement, but this is I know Dylan Dennis. I know Dylan Dennis from a few things. One, because I love MMA, and usually, well, in 2025, you say MMA, more normal people mean UFC because UFC is number one. But Habib beating Conor McGregor and Habib jumping out of the cage and jumping on Dylan Dennis. His his beef with Logan Paul to the I'm not even gonna call that boxing match. I don't know what that was. I didn't even pay for the shit, but even I felt like I won my money back after I saw that, whatever that was. Did a lot of promoting, just shitting on Nina Agdal, Logan Paul's fiance, now wife, now mother of his child. Which, hey, you want to build up a fight, do what you got to do. Whatever. Anyway, I've seen worse ways build up a fight, especially since I'm talking about we've seen worse. So I didn't know he got in on the damn. Everybody getting in on crypto scam stuff. It's like a celebrity to relevance to crypto scam pipeline. So many people just get caught up in doing these scams. It's crazy. It's nuts. But I didn't even know Dylan Dance was part of it too. I'm not surprised. When a celebrity's caught in some crypto stuff, it doesn't really shock me that much. Not really. Not at all. But that's new.
promote almost anything if they're paid without checking what it is, which has created an industry of celebrity scammers. We're going to
Hot Tour. Wait, Tom Brady's in this? Wait,
anything if they're paid
whoa.
without checking what it is, which has created an industry.
We got Takashi. I think I heard about that one. Wait, Caitlyn Jenner too? Akon. I just remember Akon City and that never becoming a thing. Lil Yachty. I maybe Hot Tour Girl straight there. Kim Kardashian did one. Some of these celebrities, I'm just like, bro, you're up by like millions, damn near billions. I don't understand. It just, I guess money's money. I guess when you see easy money on the table and nobody else is getting caught and nobody's really preventing this, I guess. It's like some of y'all are up millions. Not hot to you has to now at this point because they threw money at her. She was getting paid for appearances and stuff. They just threw money at this chick. Damn, I don't know all. Damn, I know it's a long list of celebrities in this. This is crazy.
Of celebrity scammers we're going to expose today, who not only scam the fans, but fool the celebrities into launching tokens with their name on it.
The reason why I'm in crypto is because somebody scammed me into it, and they get pulled in by somebody that is.
This Jason Derulo? Jason Derulo? You got caught up in this too? Damn, y'all are it. I'm not trying to be rude or anything, but y'all are morons. It's like you would think with people with this much money and this much access to probably intelligent people because of that money, you would think they would have the right amount of the right people around to vet these things. That's just me. It feels like you guys didn't really vet the people you were getting involved with, especially when it came to this. Now, did some of them know it was going to be a rug pull? Obviously. Some of them did. I'm not going to think every single one of these people got hoodwinked into putting their name on the crypto scam. I'm not going to believe that. No. But for the ones that did, How were you not doing your due diligence more than you actually did? I'm so confused about how that works. You have the access to the people who can vet background check these people, and it's like you just like the bare minimum got through, and then you just start talking about figures and money. Like that's weird.
Is scamming them, and in turn, the audience
Let me take you dancing. Pump.fun.
gets scammed.
No amount of due diligence on this little could have prepared us.
Let's all win together. Send me some of your favorite meme coins here. See, this is what I'm talking about. It's hard for me to believe that all of you got hoodwinked. It's really hard to believe that. It's really hard to believe that all these celebrities got hoodwinked into promoting a meme, promoting a coin that was going to be a scam. It's hard for me that some of you did not know. You said no amount of due diligence. I want to believe that, but it's like it's hard to believe that because you have access to people who can do way more due diligence than anybody else. I'm so confused how this happened. And for the ones that are acting like you didn't know what was going on, I don't know.
For forged wire transfer documents, no amount of due diligence could have prepared us for the level of fraud this individual perpetrated.
That is Jason Derulo and Caitlyn Jenner. And they're just some of the people that claim they have been.
Floyd Mayweather, I remember him promoting a coin. Bobby up. You haven't even. Okay, Bobby Althoff apparently had a meme coin. And apparently people bought it. I'm not gonna lie, when it's some meme coins, I don't understand. You're buying one from Bobby Althoff, you're buying one from the Hawktoa Girl, you're buying one from Takashi 69. Didn't the Island Boys have a coin too? Like, if you're buying an Island Boys coin, I don't feel bad for you. Why would you trust the Island Boys with your money? Why would you? It's a celebrity and the status, I get it, but some of these celebrities just like, ooh, would you really trust them with your money? Honestly, I don't give a fuck about the status. Even with the status, somebody like, I would not trust that person with my money. It's Bobby Althoff would not trust me. Floyd Mayweather, I would not trust with my money. Absolutely none. Maybe Floyd Mayweather's accountant, but I would not trust Floyd Mayweather with my money. No. Unless I was betting on him in a fight, there's no way I would trust Floyd Mayweather with my money.
Tricked into promoting coins
With Lil Pump, I do remember that I did not know Rich the Kid had a pump and dump too. Wow.
that were later rug pulled. Although they all say they were victims of the same person.
We got zero. There's no rug pulling here. It's a little boy from India that
I don't believe you got no money. I don't believe you got absolutely no money from this rug pull. I don't believe you didn't get a cut. That part, I don't believe you didn't get a cut. No. You got something for that. I don't believe you didn't. You, sure. Nothing.
pulled the rug. Sorry, little from India. And I refuse to say the name.
This is a person named Sahil. At the time,
I know Sahil well. Well, I know of Sahil well.
At the time, I had no idea who the hell that was. It was somebody that had 1 point something million followers, so it added some credibility to his name.
I feel like celebrities should know that their celebrity brings a credibility even if they don't deserve it. So you're seeing 1.5 million on Instagram. Don't you think you should vet that as celebrities who probably don't get vetted because of their status? You would think, like, you know what? Some people don't vet me because I don't know. Maybe there's not that much self awareness. I have no idea. But it feels like a lot is a lot of lack. There's a lot of lack of researching and a lack of background checking and a lot of just like I don't know how to explain it. Like I really don't. Like I don't know how to explain how it seems like you guys did like the bare minimum to figure out this is legit or not. That's what I'm so confused about. Like it's like you did damn near the bare minimum to figure this. I'm very confused about how like you knew this. Like you look like you guys didn't do shit to either vet if this is actual thing or not. You probably just saw money and figures and like let's go. That's the impression I'm getting from this. It's like you guys barely did anything to guarantee this wasn't going to be a fuck up. Or what are you doing?
That's right. Sahil Aurora was the villain of celebrity promotions. If you heard his name, you were probably already rug pulled. And Sahil even gave advice to people for how to be like him.
Just rug again. Extract liquidity. You.
Holy crap. Okay. Wow. I've never seen a more aggressive scammer in my life. And that's saying something. Wow. He's just like, wow. Okay. I didn't do your deal. Really? Hold on. Where was this from? This is like an IG live. Okay, so now this is if a this is what I mean. CoffeeZilla can figure this out and follow the breadcrumbs for this type of stuff, but for some reason you guys can't, and it's so weird. None of y'all care if it's a scam or not. Y'all just want to get paid. That's just all that is. But just the fact that he could find this and none of you had enough due diligence to find this is crazy. Like insane levels of shit.
Just rug again. extract
Okay, that's a piece of shit. Good to know. Let's go
liquidity,
to, oh my god, Floyd.
new charts, sell everything in one clip, dump on every single one of your followers,
Sahil, you moving up. You in Dubai now.
and then repeat the whole thing again.
What up, guys? It's Rich the Kid. Yesterday, my page was hacked, and a corn was promoted on my page without my knowledge by Sahil.
And keep clicking.
It feels like all y'all know who Sahil is, and you're just trying to throw him under the bus because it's easier to blame him since he's the guy who basically he runs the coin operation of it. You guys are just the face, so it's easier to throw the guy whose operation is under the bus than the face of the thing. But it's kind of interesting how y'all said, "Whoops, Sahil hacked my page." Y'all were in bed with Sahil, then the scam happened. Y'all got backlash, and now y'all throwing it on Sahil. This is 2 minutes in, and I'm like, "Oh, y'all really about to just throw him under the bus? Like you guys had nothing to do with this, and you guys were just innocent bystanders, innocent victims who got duped, just like everybody else." No, you didn't. But hey, there's still 30 minutes left. My opinion could change. Who knows? There could be something in here that coffees or shows me that changes my opinion on these people. Let's wait.
And keep extracting and keep rugging.
Yeah, is cartoonishly villainous. I wouldn't have been surprised if he cackled while telling everyone to rug pull, which is why I was surprised to find out that Sahil has recently changed his tune.
I just have a question. Is it too late now to say sorry?
Probably, since you've already taken the money and probably are spending it, so probably a little too late, maybe.
Can we try one more time?
No, what? The fuck is this? What is this video? What is he doing? Like this black and white, it seems like a fucking commercial for some shit. Like a black and white commercial, like you about to sell me a car or some type of cologne, like you're trying to do right now. Is it too late to say sorry? Can we try one more time? What are you doing? I feel like you're selling me something. This feels like a commercial. What are you doing?
I've been trying to reach out to a few people directly and just apologize for things that I've done. Rocks, the plays, the things that I've done.
Taylor Jenner, Iggy Azalea, Jason Derulo, Lil Pump, Shoes Race. I'm guessing it's Rich the Kid. That's it. Meek Mill is in this too. Wow, y'all really don't do your due diligence. It's insane work how y'all just let. It's weird that just the products you got and the products and services y'all just stamp your name on without even thinking about it. It's really wild.
Done. Rocks, the plays, the manipulations. I just want to say I'm not hacked. My Twitter is not hacked.
Just got dumped after 4 years. Whoa.
I say I'm not
$30 million, 200 plus launches, 50 plus rugs, nothing lasts forever, feels so over. Wait, is this him? Like, you got dumped by the people you were rug pulling with? Or, like, what?
My Twitter is not hacked. It is me. It's but please forgive me for being bad. I try to fix it. I try to fix issues with every single one of you that I have had. I try to fix everything that I've made you lose. And yeah.
Okay. Apology for a moment. Do you know how bad your reputation has to be for your apology to be the thing people think you're hacked for? He literally had to show his face and say, guys, really me this time, while apologizing for fraud. And maybe that's why Sahil decided to hop on a call with me to prove that he really is sorry and to confess to what he did. Now, is he sincere? Is he looking for more fame? I'll let you decide. Either way, today we're going to expose a celebrity scam from a different angle. Normally, we uncover things by talking to victims. This time, we're talking to the villain. But first, I need to give a legal disclaimer. I'm about to talk to Sahil about crime, fraud, prison, and I want to make it clear that in light of recent events, it's now my new position that I believe crime is probably...
To the Viking investigation, Trump donor gets a partisan weapon. So basically, he can admit to anything, and he's probably not going to, because yeah, they got the anti-scam bureau. So even if he admits to any of this, he probably won't go to prison for it, because yeah, I think about that for a second, like yeah, and probably the only reason why he's doing this is because he knows nothing's going to happen. That's wow.
Legal in America, or at least the kind we're talking about. I certainly don't want to defame any innocent criminals on this show, so I'm changing my legal disclaimer in light of recent events.
Said I don't want to defame any innocent criminals. He's like, hey, bro, look, I'm gonna make sure I cross my T's and dot my I's, so I'm not gonna say any bad words about these criminals, innocent criminals. So I'm gonna make sure. However, he's still a smart ass, even when he's like, hey, listen, I know we kind of like slide, so I won't fame these innocent criminals, okay? Okay. Oh, he's still being a smart ass. Never change coffee. Never change.
Events and also selling merch to get the word out. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. We've got two comfy designs here. One, which is like I believe I got away with it. And then our second shirt is, of course, based on my face every time I think about this. Crime is legal. It's also the reaction of, I imagine, a lot of people. So we'll be selling these for the next 30 days. You can get those. We sell merch once a year. As you know, it's a limited pre-order and then it's gone. All available at coffeezilla.shop. So
I might have to cop one of these shirts again. Those some good ass designs. I might have to cop one.
with that out of the way, let's get started.
Well,
All right, let's talk about Sahil, starting with how he got into rug pulling.
Rugging kind of happened when I started seeing the money. It just got me that, the quick. I will just extract as much as I can. I kept doing that. And I really didn't care. I didn't really look at the opportunities that were coming my way. Like, I had all these big influential people. And then eventually I kept burning one after the other. I burned Caitlyn Jenner. I burned Iggy Azalea. The list goes on. It's endless.
Can you explain sort of the flow of how this all worked? So let's say somebody like, I guess Caitlyn Jenner was one of the famous ones. Let's say Caitlyn Jenner hops in your DMs. Give us the breakdown of how this stuff works.
But yeah, so 3 years ago, I was working with Justin Sun directly. So that was kind of endorsements for Tron. And there was a huge spat between SEC and Justin Sun, which kind of celebs. And I was the guy
people get in trouble for that. A lot of
SEC charges crypto entrepreneur Justin Sun his companies for fraud of the security. 8 celebrities also charged for legally touting of. Well, I'm not surprised. I'm not gonna lie. This seems like one of those interviews where someone's like interviewing the mastermind. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, to put everything. Like, it's still like one of those like sit interviews we're having right now. And it's like the people he talks about that have been involved in his life during this. They're more like, oh, this person's garbage. Hey, the garbage. They flocks. So seeing this is like, oh wow, I'm not even surprised. It's just like, oh okay, another one.
trouble.
Yeah, so Lil Lohan, Soulja Boy, Lil Yachty.
Eventually, I'm gonna stop being surprised when he named a certain celebrity, but it's just like Lindsay wasn't on this too.
MKBHD, all these people. So I was the
I don't know who the last guy is. I'm sorry.
guy who kind of basically was for Tron.
Quick pause. I actually fact checked one of these claims. He says MKBHD promoted TRX Tron. Turns out he didn't. He actually did the opposite. He exposed it on a YouTube video.
So I get this email. So this one said they just wanted to tweet and that they already have participation from Lindsay Lohan, Amanda Cerny, Neo, Lil Yachty, and more. Okay, what campaign for? And it turned out it's for Tron, a cryptocurrency that they're, I guess, paying people to tweet about. The more I read into this email, the more sketchy it is. They mention they need to make it look like it's not a sponsored tweet. And then they linked 3 example tweets.
So yeah.
Wow. I'm glad somebody, you see, wow. I don't know what it is. Something about these YouTubers. They just can sense the sketchiness. These long established celebrities can't tell the sketchiness of somebody trying to get them part of something really, really impossible fraud. But this YouTuber just like, yeah, this kind of must step. I'm not going to run this. One for YouTubers.
Yeah, I'd say that's a pretty substantial difference. And it's worth saying, in light of this, that you should take everything Sahil says with a grain of salt. It's hard to know where the truth ends and the bragging and self-promotion begins.
Tron was paying me heavily for that, and like kind of celebrity relationships, and Caitlyn Jenner was one of them. So when I suddenly started exploring Pump Fun, we just, I kind of called Caitlyn this one night, and I told her that, something for you. I want you to make a tweet. Just tell me how much you're gonna charge me. So she gave me a number. And I said, okay, I'm gonna pay you this number. Just you have to make a tweet. She didn't know that she's actually launching a coin, or she's kind of.
That was so because I don't know if that was her representative or her wife or her partner. I don't know who was saying that's Caitlyn Jenner. So when you said no amount of due diligence, you mean I say barely? It sounds like you barely did any. It sounds like you did the bare minimum due diligence. What did I say? He cold emailed you. Basically you were cold lead to some sales reference. It started with "Make America Great Again." Say I'm doing a coin. How much would I have to pay you to tweet about it? That was it. What do you mean no amount of due diligence? You didn't do anything. He just said, "Make America Great Again. I got this coin. How much would it take for you to tweet about it?" That one's suspicious to you? Now, this is the entirety of the whole story. That's if it's not the entirety, as I said, take it with a grain of salt. So there might be more details he's omitting to make it seem like Caitlyn just went along with it. But if this is how this went, bro, you didn't do it. My bad. Fuck. I call everybody bro, so I don't give a fuck. You did no due diligence. You didn't even do anything. You didn't even try to see. Wow, I didn't know it would just take make. I didn't know I just had to just email you MAGA. Could you promote this tweet? How much money would it take me to promote this tweet? I didn't know it was that easy. The way it sounded, the easiest lick he ever did. For real. That seemed like it took minimum effort. Like little to no effort for that. Wow. Wow.
Promoting a coin in her likeness, and she had no idea what she was doing.
Oh my god. Wait,
So-
what was the amount? Do you remember how much it was?
It was $50,000 per tweet.
Bro, it was only 50. Wow, 50 grand a celebrity will promote your rug pull. Wow. Drop 50K, celebrity will just, wow. Remainder is 80% split. Amount to be determined. 50,000 up front, remainder is 80% split.
15,000.
So 50.
Oh, 50.
Yeah.
Okay.
15 grand. That would have been nuts. I'm like, grand already seems low priced anyway. Like 50 just for the wow. That's I'm thinking in their case, in their net worth, like 50 has to be like what bucks to them, or like 50 or some shit. 50 grand is for them. But wow, I didn't know it was just 50 grand and that was it. Wow.
But has no idea it's like this.
She had no idea until it dropped. So it was 50.
Wait, what do you hold on? So she tweeted it, didn't know it was her like so you made the coin in her likeness and didn't tell her? Also, this face. I might keep it for this face. This might be the thumbnail because of this face right here. Caught it. But no, what do you wow. She did that's insane. Oh my god, I almost died. Anyway. But no, finding out that a coin had your likeness the day it dropped has fucking insane. And you probably thought you just made $50,000 for a tweet. But wow.
$50,000 sum for just an endorsement tweet for I mean, it's not just a crypto project that's endorsing. So she dropped that with the whole Trump handshake image, and because early booming, I thought that politic things would really bump. So that was the whole idea behind doing that. And then when the coin launched and people started flooding her DMs, it got really viral overnight. It was like everything overnight. It was like a banner. And then eventually, Skipman's manager, Sophia, she started calling me up, and
Okay, that's her manager. Okay, that something clarified her manager.
she's like, "What did we just get into?" And then I explained to her. I was like, "Listen, I was experimenting. I paid you that for the tweet. I didn't really expect this to go all the way to 50, 100 million market cap. But now that
My bad. I was gonna burp.
it's moving up so fast, I have supply. Do you guys want supply, or do you guys just want me to pay you the money that I extract from this and give you a cut and you just move aside with it?" We were in the middle of this discussion, and it was like going back and forth. We were negotiating on the numbers, and I was seeing the market cap go up. And while we were in the middle of these negotiations, I kind of dumped my hold back. And she thought that I'm holding tokens still, but I kind of had positions at the same time. And
For
then
how
she started fighting with
do you
me.
do you remember how much it was for?
A little over 200,000. Yeah, because it was literally
About $200,000 on this coin. Sounds like he's exaggerating or had several wallets.
6 or 7 hours from the launch.
So Zahil basically tricked Caitlyn Jenner into promoting this thing without knowing really what it was. It's a similar story to what he says about Jason Derulo as well.
Jason Derulo was like, "Talk to me. Where is this?" And I was like, "I
Of
just
course
want you
he
to do a
did.
tweet. This is basically examples, references,
We
general."
got Caitlyn Jenner, Iggy Azalea, DeVito, Travis Barker, Rich the Kid, Soldier Boy, 50. Wow.
Iggy, Bobby Alto story. I was like, "Yeah, him." And he's like, "What is this?" And he was probably the most, understand, because he's really done things in crypto in the past, but he kind of, with the whole narrative I gave him, I was telling
How have you done crypto in the past? And it's for a gambling platform. Something like this is needed, brother. Let's run it. I'm ready to wire if you're down. How have you done crypto in the past and then you got caught slipping with this? I'm so confused how this happened to you. Like, you've done crypto things in the past. How did this happen? I'm so confused. Like, what do you. Hey, he's that good at fooling these people. He must be for, especially with Jason Derulo. If he's had experience with crypto before, you didn't see like Rex. Like he'd be really good at convincing these people.
That is basically a casino, and it's a referral code that goes on the casino. So it's like an gaming platform, and the CA is basically a referral code which kind of online gaming platform, and people use that as an affiliate, and they kind of that. And he was like, "All right, cool. How much you gonna offer me?" I said 100,000. He's like, "350 or we don't work." And I was like, "That's."
Would you a tweet for 200K, my G? So that's what provides messages showing the number was $200,000 for that tweet. So he paid $50,000 for a tweet from Caitlyn Jenner, and now $200,000 for a tweet with Jason Derulo. But with the rug pulls he was taking that shit back almost immediately. So yeah, get a celebrity endorsement. The coin, you make back that $200 you spent in no time, and they were falling for it. They really were. Everybody's susceptible to getting manipulated and tricked into doing something they didn't think they were going to do. The Caitlyn Jenner thing, I did not know he used her likeness. Well, okay, so tricked her. Okay, so now out here, but Jason Derulo with experience in crypto, and you thinking there were no red flags in what he was saying, it's kind of interesting. I don't know how that works.
Steep. And this was
350?
steep, and I was like, okay. And I texted Jason. I was like, listen, I can do the wire. It's not gonna hit you today. It's gonna hit you on Monday max. But I need the tweet up today. He's like, I'm gonna make the tweet as soon as you do the wire and give me confirmation. I said, okay, cool, that works.
Tell me you
I
didn't
gave him
cancel the wire.
confirmation I'm getting there. So I gave him a confirmation.
Bro, did you cancel the? Wow. Now hold on, because he says he's getting there, so I think he canceled the wire. But I need to hear him say this. Tell me you did not cancel the wire. I need to hear him say this. I really do.
Of the wire. He made the tweet, and that's the reason he hates me the most in the world.
Now, in case you're not following this, I'm pretty sure saying you're going to send a wire, sending confirmation, and then canceling it with the intention of scamming someone, I'm pretty sure that is a type of fraud.
All right. I'm laughing because it's funny. I'm laughing because, like, wow. Man canceled the wire. This man said, look, I'll wire you the money. You send a tweet the minute he sends the confirmation. The minute Jason Derulo says the tweet, he fucking cancels the wire. Yo, no wonder. Yeah, I can see why Jason Derulo hates you. Oh, yeah, nah, that motherfucker is a new form of scumbag. Wow. I've seen some scummy ass people, especially when it comes to crypto. But this shit right here, though, wow. He's not even just scamming the celebrities fans. He's scamming the celebrities themselves. This man is out here just being a fucking demon with this shit. It's crazy. Holy crap. This guy's fucking disgusting. This guy's a disgusting, slimy snake of a man, and that's perfect for crypto scamming. You can't be somebody with morals and decency and actual sort of humanity to be doing this shit. And this man, well, he's trying to apologize. I don't really care. That's crazy. So use Caitlyn Jenner's likeness without her knowledge, and you send a confirmation and cancel a $200,000 wire to Jason Derulo for him to tweet out your coin, and then you cancel it, take it with you. That's crazy. That's insane work right there. Wow.
But we'll hear Jason's side of the story as well.
He sends me a message. He's like, this weekend, the receipt of the wire. So like, you worries. So I send that to my business manager. And I'm like,
Now you don't know this guy. You don't know Sahil
From Adam.
You've never read about him. You've never seen. You know the links to Iggy and.
Fake Iggy's token buyer or wait refund as celeb handler Sahil appears to cash out. Wow. This man's just using celebrity likeness for these coins and just making a killing. And this dude is slimy.
Zero. Send me 200 grand, supposedly, to put gambling app.
Okay.
So I decide, cool, like it's legit. But I asked my businessman, I was like, what do you think? And he was like, yeah, that looks great. Like, yeah, get off the plane.
That business manager needs to be fired. That business manager needs to be unemployed at this very moment because the receipts look at month. You need a double, triple check for putting Jason Derulo's name on any type of shit. That manager needs to be fired immediately. Wow. Either they were really good receipts or you didn't know what you were looking at. One of the two. Those receipts must have been just godsend for him to just be like, no, they look good. We're good to go. Either that or you're not good at your job because holy shit did this guy scam the fuck out of both of you.
I'm getting all these messages, you scammer.
On Twitter.
Yeah.
Jason Derulo. It's not funny, but it's funny. Jason Derulo pulled. Wow.
Yeah, like, dude, Then my friend calls. He's like, "Yo, what are you doing? You can't work with Sahil. Like, what are you doing? Like, this is crazy." And I'm like, "Wait, like, what do I do? Like, how do I fix this?"
So what did, I mean, it's a gambling app. What had it done?
So there was an entire Jason coin created. So that link that he sent me said Jason or whatever, pump.fun. Had no idea what pump.fun was. And that link was a link to an entire Jason coin.
So Youth Pump.fun was the gambling app.
I didn't know what the hell pump.fun was. I just thought.
Tell me about this project from so it's a gambling platform. So pump.fun. So he lied and told pump.fun was a gambling app when it's really the website to create your own coins. Again, your business manager didn't check this fucking thing. Like, it's a lot of just lack of, like, doing happening during this shit. I know he's a scammer, he's manipulative, and he's very convincing, and he can weave a narrative. But it's like you guys barely did the due diligence to figure out who the fuck this was. Like, you really didn't think about who you were getting involved with business-wise, and it's crazy that you didn't. It feels like you didn't even scratch the surface of bare minimum. Pump.fun, you don't want to check to see what that is. You know your answer. You just, like, okay. You want to check just willful ignorance. This looks like it's happening right now.
Yeah, could be gambling app. I didn't even think that far.
So what was the tweet? What did you actually tweet?
Bro, why are you attaching your name to shit you don't know what it is? Like, what are you doing? Why are you not checking out some shit that's gonna have your name on it? And now you're gonna call the scammer and Jason the rug pull. Why are you not doing your due diligence before you get involved with business like this, especially with somebody you don't know? Because business manager, motherfucker, y'all both need to look at it with both your own eyes. I get it, you're hiring somebody that you trust to look at stuff like that, and you trust them and their opinion, but bro, you gotta be able to do this. You gotta look at it with your own eyes too, because what the fuck? It's a lot of, like, willful, just plain ignorance. Like, y'all
said, "Let me take you dancing." I asked him to send me, like, what he wanted me to say in the tweet.
Now, let me say here, I find this part a bit tricky because on the one hand, yes, a heel should probably be in jail for doing some of this trickery and fraud, but this level of irresponsibility by Jason Derulo to have seemingly no idea what he's tweeting about for 200,000.
Thank you. It's like, bro, you're so ignorant to what you're tweeting about. I don't care if it's for $200,000. Why are you so ignorant about what you're tweeting about? Like, no diligence was done at all in figuring out what exactly you were promoting with your name, your likeness, and your status as a celebrity. You know what I mean? Like, it's like a lot of just up 200K, I'll promote it. It's like you don't even, like, attempt to figure out what the fuck you're promoting. Like, what are you doing? It's like like I said, willful ignorance, just fucking
$1,000, and then his fans get scammed, and he goes, "Oh, well, I guess I was wrong." It's just so stunningly dumb. But I'll let Jason and Sahil explain what happens next, because at this point, Jason realizes what's going on and tries to turn the tables.
He makes the tweet, and the minute the tweet happens, the token runs up to 10 million. I rug it in one clip. So at 10 million, I rugged it in one clip in like 15 minutes or so.
It's terrible.
It fell all the way down to like 800,000, 700,000 market cap. And then Jason texted me. He's like, "Yo, I just landed. My phone's blowing up. What the did you do?" And I was like, "I lost the coin, and it went to 10 million. I rugged, and yeah, this is the CA. Like, how much do you still have?" And I was like, "I have a little bit. Like, I have like 5% or something left in my other wallets." He's like, "Give me all of it, and I'll run it for you. Like, you buy back again. I'm gonna push this with you. If you just told me at first that you're doing a coin in my name, I would have pushed it more, and we could have worked bigger."
I'm gonna take that with a grain of salt, because he's basically telling me Jason Derulo saw that he rug pulled. It's like, bro, if you would have told me, I would have pushed it harder. We both could have made more money. Because it sounds like Jason Derulo wasn't, like, mad that people. I think he's mad he wasn't in on it. Because that's what this sounds like. Now, take that with a grain of salt. I'm not gonna say Derulo definitely was like mad he wasn't in on it, but you're making it sound like Jason was mad he was not in on the rug pull, and if he was, he would have promoted more to make it even bigger, like. An even bigger lick than already was. Which I don't know if that's confirmed or true or not, but if so, that's a piece of shit move. Like, really? Bro, you could have told him we could have got an even bigger bag. What the fuck?
Since he scammed me, I devised a plan to scam him to try to make sure that he was out of the coin.
But to scam the scammer.
100%. If I was more money in after that first little bit that I put in to make sure that he was hit him up, and I was like, "Yo, like, okay, look. Let's do this time. Let's do it the right way." And he was like, yeah, let's do it the way. I was like, okay, yeah, I got this. Like, how many still? Just give me 75% of it. I'll tweet again and start tweeting and like we'll make this like really go the right way this time. And then he's like, oh man, I gotta have some skin in the game, and that's too much, man. I think we ended up at like 50% of whatever tokens he had, right? So my plan was to get as much as I could from him into the pot wallet, the wallet that I would never touch, obviously. And I would put that in there, and then I would make him sell the rest of his. And the way that I thought that he would sell the rest of his is if I just said, all right, you, I ain't tweeting shit. So
what you did?
Yeah, it was what I did.
Yeah.
So that he would, oh yeah, he's not gonna be a part of this
I
project.
saw that
anymore.
message. I said, I ain't tweeting. You ain't tweeting.
So that knew that he was, because he didn't think that I was gonna be a part of it anymore. So he can at least get his last hurrah. You know what I'm saying?
And give me 1% more.
Okay, so now we're gonna hit him now. So basically, he was trying to fool him out of giving up his other half and selling his other half, and he would end up with nothing, which is kind of the gist of what Jason DeRose trying to do. Now let's hear what he said and see what, because he'll have the other half of the puzzle, and the truth is somewhere in the middle. So let's see what he said.
And then I gave it 4%. And then he literally said, he's like, yo, I just scammed your ass because you thought you tried scamming me. So I kind of took the coins. Now I have need to supply. And then he's like, F it, I'm not doing your tweet. I'm going to dump this. And then I said, all right, cool. I'm unbothered. I already spent 10 million. So yeah, even if you played me like 4% of supply, it doesn't really do shit. And then I woke up like 6 hours later. Jason Derulo was rallying up to Jason Coyd on Twitter.
Now I'm making it my life to take this to the moon. So if you with me, let's go.
He was literally super engaged into it. He was blowing the shit out of that coin.
Last 24 hours was crazy. The next 24 will be crazy. Family's growing fast.
It went to 30 million when I woke up. So I woke up 7 hours later, it's 30 million. One of my wallets had a 10 sol purchase at 200,000 market cap. I woke up and that wallet was automatically at $300,000 value. I woke up, I sold immediately at 30 million market cap. And then I called up the guy and I said, did the wire go? And he's like, no, the wire didn't really go yet. Like, it's gonna hit on Monday. I was like, is there a way we can reverse it? And he's like, yeah, I can do a chargeback. I was like, let's do a chargeback. And then we did a chargeback on the 350 that we were initially giving him.
That's bad,
Just because,
dude. Yeah, but you made over 350. You made over 350 on that coin, right?
I made over $1 million on that.
So why are you refunding that wire?
It was, yeah, I mean, yeah, the finish, like, you don't really, I was arrogant. I was like, you don't finish the finisher. So I was like, let me finish you more.
I will say, it is breathtaking just how many celebrity coins there were and how much backstabbing.
He really tried to finesse the finesser, but he didn't know he was. Oh my God. He made over $1 million on the coin. He said, you know, just because my pride, if you actually could try to finesse me out of money, I'm going to come back and I'm going to finesse you out of more, bro. He's like, bro, you should have just fucked off. Damn. That's funny as shit. Wow.
Was involved. We'll go through a few of them, though, here.
Didn't you do Bobby Althoff at some point? I saw her.
I did Bobby Althoff.
Althoff? That was Althoff now, I guess.
Althoff. I also did Aiden Ross indirectly.
In a promo tweet for 100K, sup, bro. 200, my engagement is killer. 150, I'll wire. These babies are so easy.
He found out he blocked me. I'm still blocked. So yeah.
Wait, how'd you do? How much did you pay? Because I think Bobby did like what at Instagram. That's the girl who did an interview with Drake or something.
Bobby Althoff, I spoke to her directly. I offered her $60,000 for a tweet, but she didn't actually did a story with just a CA. That was my first time trying CA on Instagram, seeing if it works or not, and that did good too. But then so I kind of didn't really pay her thing. So I kind of paid her 50%, and I said I'll pay you the rest when you post. She posted. Coin started going good. It was like a 2 million market cap. I rugged it and then didn't pay her. And she blocked me after finding out that it's a coin.
Now, I did try to fact check this with Bobby Althoff. She did not respond. Aiden Ross did respond.
Fuck that scammer. Get that scammer. I don't scam over here anymore. I don't scam over here anymore. Stopped it. I don't scam over here. The fact you said I don't scam over here anymore is a wild thing to tell somebody. Especially somebody like CoffeeZilla. That's wild. Why would you say that? Why would you say I don't scam over here anymore? That sounds like, okay, so that means you use... I forget how dumb Aiden says. I really do.
He was mentioned as...
But then he reminds me very quick. He reminds me again very quickly.
As well, he said, F that scammer. Hope you're good. Let's be friends, Coffee. Now, good news, bad news. Bad news, we're not going to be friends. I am going to defend Aiden Ross here, which is a sentence I thought I would never say. Because Aiden Ross did not do a coin with Sahil.
You said you did Aiden
Yeah.
Ross? That
Yeah.
seems... I don't remember that.
I did Aiden Ross. Yeah, it was really silent. So I hit Aiden Ross up on Instagram. We had a little chat. He asked for big money. And
How
I was
much?
like, I couldn't believe it.
How much?
That was $1 million for a tweet. And I was like, okay, that's big for me because I'm just starting out. I mean, yeah.
I was seeing 200. I was seeing time negotiating for fuck. It was $500,000. Where'd you get $500,000 from?
Just new money, so it's big for me. So I was like, $500,000 is much, but I really need to run this. So I had an army of people by then in my like 15,000 plus people in my private, like in my public group, my private like 3,000 whales. So I was like, okay, I can LARP it. So I kind of took records of that chat, posted on my public, ran an Aiden Ross token, and I sent him like 1% supply, which he never really touched. And then we realized that I literally launched a token while talking to him. He blocked me. Like he didn't say anything, but he blocked
Oh,
me.
I see. You were basically saying you launched it, but you didn't want to pay the $500,000, so you just said
Yeah.
like, "Oh, Aiden
Correct.
Ross is Aiden Ross's coin. Get in, get in, get
It
in."
was a LARP.
So he seems to be weirdly proud of even coins didn't get the person to directly endorse, like Iggy Azalea, Aiden Ross. They never ultimately promoted anything with him, but he still mentions them as if he's proud of it. He's also proud of even people who promoted things for like seconds that he was involved in. Floyd Mayweather, for example.
That was very controversial. And that was actually proof of power that kind of went down on Twitter that day. I remember, look up chat. If you look up on the feed, you'll find it. So Floyd Mayweather, I called him up and I said, and Floyd, everybody told me, I told my group that I'm doing a Mayweather coin. And everybody in my group said that, this is not possible. Floyd cannot do a thing. He's burned by the SEC. He will not touch crypto.
Yeah, that's what
I was like-
I was gonna say. He's done NFTs. He's done crypto. He's done it all before. He's even been hit by the
He was
SEC.
bad coin thing. He was restricted from doing crypto. But like I have a way out. I can make this work. I know I can this work. Story. Social media managers pay them a big amount of money. They're gonna make a tweet, delete that the same hour. Nobody's gonna know. It's not gonna be there. So that was basically my convincing point.
What do you mean? First of all, it doesn't matter if you delete a tweet. Tweets. What do you mean it won't be? What? Floyd can't be that dumb to think that that's just gone, right? There's no way he's that stupid. No, bro.
So now what happened was,
Oh, so
I
he
mean-
knew, but just to be clear, he knew what he was gonna have his social media manager do it to give him
Yeah.
plausible deniability, basically.
yeah, correct,
Got it.
right, yeah. So he was in the loop. Now,
He did not respond for comment. I'm not surprised.
we were trying to be
Especially after seeing what I just saw popped up about him and DJ Khaled and having and getting fined from the crypto. She wouldn't comment on this shit either because it sounds like Floyd didn't learn his lesson.
very low-key with
Perfect.
it. We were trying to be a clip. Now the thing is, just 4 days before the Floyd drop, I Rich the Kid drop, and I burned Rich the Kid entirely. I didn't give him a single dollar for the launch, and I made like 150,000, 140,000, something like that from launch. And Rich the Kid hated on me. He literally tweeted my number on his Twitter, and he literally got his fans spam my phone. This didn't happen. Now Rich the Kid and I had a beef. Now Floyd Mayweather, Rich the Kid, Rich knows Floyd, and Floyd knows Rich. So when Floyd Mayweather made that tweet with the CA, Rich the Kid tweeted there, and he said,
Right,
Floyd,
I'm not letting Shahil run any more scans if there's anything I could do to help it.
you need to take this down. I'm calling you as a scammer. Now, on that tweet, Floyd deleted that tweet in like 5 minutes, okay? And then now Rich the Kid called Floyd Mayweather and said that you should not do this. And then Floyd calls me back and he's like, Rich says that you scammed him. I can't do this. I mean, I can't take the tweet back up and blah. I was like, I'm going to give you just get the tweet back up. And he's like, are you sure? I was like, yeah, just delete it in like 45 minutes. Now the entire Twitter space was going crazy because they were like, Rich tells Floyd to delete the tweet. Floyd deletes the CA. The coin dumps to the max. And then I said, wait, I'm going to get the tweet back up. Nobody believed me. And then 10 minutes later, the CA tweet comes back up. The token rallies up all the way to 20 million. And then 40 minutes from then, the tweet gets deleted again.
But even after he was told there was a scam, this motherfucker put the tweet back up. I'm wrong. Floyd is that stupid. Never mind. At least Rich the Kid tried to help, and Floyd just said, fuck it, another $100,000. Fuck it.
And that's when I tell people that, you can't really stop my run.
I want to pause. What do we make of all this, right? Sahil's obviously a villain.
Yes.
What do we think about the celebrities themselves, though? What role do they play? I think
Idiots. They play the role of idiots. This is some idiot shit going on. It's like nobody like acted like they knew what they were acting. They could just go in there and do their due diligence. Hold on, let me hide this for a second. Let me hide this for this. We got full screen. Where's the camera? Right there? Right there? Okay. You motherfuckers didn't even try, real or not. Y'all just went with it because you saw either money, y'all saw people just explaining crypto, and that was it. Y'all gotta be the dumbest people on the planet. I think if I had celebrity status or 1.5 million, I could sell you a bridge in France. I really could. Because this is how easy it sounds. From Caitlyn Jenner just putting the tweet up and not even checking her due diligence, to Jason Derulo and his business manager not even looking deep in the pumpforfun.com. Like, and then you did your own, and then you got finessed, tried to finesse the finesser, and now Floyd Mayweather, knowing this is a scam, just another 100 large offered, you put the tweet back up for 45 minutes and take it down again, going according to plan. Rich the Kid even told you not to do it, and y'all just did it. Y'all gonna be either most money hungry, greedy, or just the dumbest motherfuckers on the planet, or it's an entire pot of just all of it mixed into one for one dumbass stew. Y'all were dumb as shit. Like genuine idiots. Like nobody did any research. Nobody did due diligence after the shit hit the. I think the celebrities are morons and just fell for just shit that a little bit, maybe 10, 15, 20 minutes of research, you would have been out of it. Some of y'all just didn't care and you just saw the money he offered and said, fuck it, I'm down. Now, some of these people just got scammed by just using their likeness and they didn't know. Some of these people just had their name put on some shit they didn't know and had to retract it and get it taken down. But the did, or the ones who barely even tried to figure out what they were getting involved with, you are fucking idiots, morons, or in Floyd's case, he might be really slimy. Because Rich the Kid told you, he texted you back, offered you 100 large, and then you put the tweet back up for the 45 minutes he needed, and then you took it down. That's what I think. Y'all are dumb as fuck or slimy as shit. One of the two. There is no in between. I'm sorry. And some of the people who just had their names and likeness used without their permission, he just did it. I feel really bad for them. Rich the Kid didn't ask for that shit. There are plenty of people who didn't ask for that shit, but he just put their name on it just to dump it. But the ones who did know, or the ones who were just willfully ignorant and just saw money and just saw crypto and thought they can make a quick bad, idiots. That's my opinion. Idiots.
it's clear that all of them say they were victimized, or most of them, they were scammed. I think in some cases that is clearly true. In other cases, it does seem like a pretty convenient story, though. Take Jason Derulo, for example. He sort of mentions having kind of early knowledge. He had references and was given people explicitly that were scammed by Sahil in the past.
I mean, surely you ask a guy like this, who else have you with? Who else is tweeting for you, right?
Yes, and he went down the line. He's like, I'm the one running Iggy's Twitter, and I'm running her coin. People.
This was before the tweets or after tweets?
Yeah, he was like showing me all. He was showing me messages and stuff.
Yeah.
Different people that he had worked with.
So yeah, had all the information he needed to find out what was really going on. He was told, for example, Caitlyn Jenner had worked with Sahil, Iggy Azalea had worked with Sahil, but both of those people had very publicly denounced Sahil, like he was kind of the laughingstock.
I was in smell. He's a bitch. So all the people he said he worked with, that again, due diligence. Something about Jason Derulo and this shit, just something's off. Because if you knew the other celebrities he worked with, and you were going to do your due diligence like you said your business manager did, you would have seen this and wouldn't have gotten in bed with this dude. But you did. That's why I'm so confused. Like, you knew that these people got scammed and they denounced Sahil, still got involved with them? It's a little suspicious, Derulo. It's a little suspicious to me. That's interesting.
Of Twitter at that point, people were widely sharing that this guy was a scammer. So it's just kind of hard to believe, later he says, after posting, he says, damn me. And it's just kind of like a crazy amount of ignorance if that story is. Question is just like, is there any responsibility on these celebrities to do any amount of due diligence? Iggy Azalea, for example, actually thinks there is.
I can't really feel empathetic towards you or say oh, oopsie, I didn't know. Like, so you don't feel responsibility to understand the things you sign, agreements you sign. You don't.
Iggy Azalea, shout out. Shout out. That's what I've been saying the whole time. How are you just gonna put your name on some shit? You're not even gonna figure out if it's some shit you should put your name on. I don't know how that works. How you just willfully just sign up for some shit and you don't even know what it is? Like, for real? You're not even gonna check it a little bit? That's what I'm talking about. Like, I don't. That's so weird. Like, and it's also like you gotta be really that ignorant to know that.
Don't think you should know what you're getting yourself into. Fuck everybody else's money that got stolen.
Fuck everybody else.
You don't think that you should figure that out? You're not worried about if you could go to jail for what you're doing or be fined even at that? Like, the morale. Like, let's look at your own protection.
Yeah.
Are you stupid? Did you just think you could get away with this shit?
I mean, honestly, I think she's right. I don't think you can claim ignorance when somebody has been caught doing something so many times. Or at least it just doesn't look good, right? I will say, I, of course, went to Jason Derulo directly for comment on this. He maintained that, of course, he did not know. He believed it was a gambling app at the time. He says he, quote, benefited nothing, and he, quote, lost every penny trying to make most people whole from Sahil's rug.
Lost every.
So just let that be what it is. That's his comment on the story. He also says, respectfully, I don't want to be part of this. You're making him more famous. You're giving Sahil what he wants, fame. To be fair to Jason, I think he's actually right about that. I think Sahil does want fame. I still think this story is worth publishing, though, for two reasons. One, I always think it's good to remind fans not to trust celebrities with financial promotions. And I remind celebrities that promoting financial products is totally different than promoting anything else. And you have an obligation to do due diligence when you're getting paid hundreds of thousands of dollars to promote these things. You can't just say, hey, I didn't look into them. No, I don't think that's a good excuse. But secondly, importantly, I want to just ask, at what point do regulators look at interviews like this and say, there have to be consequences? You know, we joke on this, well, it's not really a joke, it's sort of a meme, that crime is legal. With all these, you know, the regulators or cases like hotcakes, people were already prosecuted are walking away. But most of us hope that there are lines you cannot cross, right? You hope that there isn't a full abandonment of any kind of standard or, you know, any kind of laws.
Past that point, Coffee. We at that point a long time ago. And I don't think there's a way to get back. There's going to have to be a new normal. It's going to be a new normal. If we're going to be able to have order, there has to be new normal. The old normal is gone. It's gone. It's out the window. Crime has to be back. Can crime be illegal again? And I feel like this is one of the things to be treated just like stock fraud or like things like that. Like, this should be treated like white collar. It really shouldn't. The fact that it's not anymore is wild. And people getting parted from this shit is wild. This should be treated just like any other sort of white collar crime, like insider trading or anything like this. This needs to be brought up to that level because this is ridiculous. And the more people just either enable it or out and out just excuse it, the more people are going to keep getting scammed, losing their money, and these fuckers are never going to learn. Let's make crime illegal again, I guess. Like, what the fuck?
So, my just question is, if there is a line, what is that line? Sahil Arora, in her interview, basically admits to targeting U.S. celebrities, scamming their fans, scamming the celebrities, and then basically brags about it publicly.
I felt the power, I felt the villain, and I was like, yeah, this is my time. You can't f me up on this. You're not gonna stop me from rocking the space. Yeah, I'm unstoppable.
I know it hasn't been great days at these different regulators, things like that, but I do want everyone to know the kinds of conversations scammers like this are having. Because there was a reason Sahil was comfortable to come on my show. We actually talked about, you know, should he be admitting this stuff? Is there going to be this? And Sahil said he doesn't think there are going to be any consequences for what he talks about.
Like before Trump, I could imagine people getting jail. After Trump, there's just no way.
Isn't that?
If I just sum that shit up, I don't know what it is. Hey man, listen. Before 2025, bro, I thought I was going to prison. Now, bro, I don't give a fuck. Okay. Okay. And he's not wrong at all. He's not wrong at all. Why the fuck would I? Why the fuck would I think I would go to jail for this with Trump in office? Why the fuck would I? Reason saying crime is legal is because of that. So why the fuck would I think I go to prison? Oh, he's a scummy piece of shit. But sometimes he just says shit and is like, you know what, it's funny, and he just
That bad if we're just down that road and our governments are explicitly like allowing that, encouraging that.
It's bad for our children when they because have a new stream of career, which would be rugging. And then what's gonna be worse is if Howard is teaching you how to rug, because then it kind of becomes like a new profession. So yeah, that's exactly when shit get fucked.
Yeah, now if you let us be okay, now we're gonna have a new generation of professional rug pullers, a whole new generation of crypto scammers.
Look, you know things are bleak when a self-professed rug puller is, this probably shouldn't be happening. I probably shouldn't be able to get away with this. But this is the message we are sending in America right now. You can totally do this. You can totally get away with it and brag about it on video. And none of it matters. It's so depressing. I mean, not just for me, you know, exposes this time, you know, things that are catch and release around here, but it's for people who work 9-to-5 jobs, who are working for, you know, honest living, and somebody is just bragging about getting away with it, and the broad consensus is, yeah, well, he's probably just gonna walk. I mean, it's don't know how to say and is bad. It's a terrible message we're sending, and we should probably stop doing that, and probably should start. People like this should get in trouble, I guess. It's not even me who thinks this is the craziest part. Not me on a soapbox just saying this. I'm not the only one with this opinion.
People like me should not exist in this space. I am with you for that. I'm literally agreeing with you on that. Then because it's really giving a bad idea to people about that as a whole.
That's right. I can't believe I'm saying this, but I agree with Sahil Arora. I think his lack of consequences, or feeling like he has no consequences, has made him remarkably honest in this moment. And I appreciate him kind of unveiling the full architecture of these scams, even though I should face consequences for those scams. If you want to watch the full interview, you can do so on The Void. And yeah, that's basically it.
Actually, I might check out that interview. I might react to that full interview because this was crazy. This was really nuts, and how open he is. I wonder how much more he spoke on when it came to this. Well, shout out to Coffee. He also has a couple more videos on The Void. One about one of the celebrities he didn't talk about, more like he said, celebrity Adam22, because he did something like this. Adam22 called CoffeeZilla a grifter, and I'm going to react to that next, because that is insane. You could literally tell Adam22 has no idea what a grifter is. But that'll be on the next one. Got plenty of other reactions to come, but thank you guys. I'll be here next time to hang out with you guys, react to this stuff, and we're going to do this again. Gonna do it again soon. Peace out, guys.